two like flailing arms on it.
Nice bit of extrusion.
Put the
Good little photo backdrop.
Right, so I haven't had much time to do a lot in the garage, hence why it's still a bit of a tip and there's stuff everywhere. I did manage to start putting up some shelving. Obviously I've got to make the actual shelf panels that go in it. But today I thought I'd treat myself, and I got Ryan from Delta Door Systems. He's coming down and we're going to get rid of this old rubbish up and over door, which the motor's packed up. I can't get it to work. It's really annoying because when you actually lift the door up, if you park the car too close on the other side, you catch it. And obviously it intrudes so much into the garage space up top. I want to put some like shelving right up the top here, all the way along and all the way around. Ignore the wiring, I've still got to finish that off. It's on my list of things to do. Ryan's coming down and he's gonna hook me up with a electric roller shutter door, which will be on a fob, so I can roll up and click it, and it'll be like Thunderbirds opening up. And in theory, I think the box is going to sit around about here, up here somewhere. It's going to be like minimum encroaching into the garage space. All you'll see on the other side is a nice white garage roller shutter. How long do you reckon it's going to take? I know it's a bit of an unknown until you get involved in it.
A couple of hours to do the door.
Is that it?
About an hour to do the.
Alright, I thought you'd be well.
Your side letterbox.
So Ryan's just turned up, and I'm going to move my car out of the way, and they're just checking the measurements, and then they're going to rip all this down. We're going to take the motor down, hinges down. I suppose if you just unbolt them, they're not like under any load once you've unwound them. No, so
no, I don't think there's any tension in that.
no. And then we've got to hack the fiberglass crappy door up, which I mean, I only noticed the other day that it's literally falling apart anyway. And then we'll get the new roller shutter up,
Which is up there.
It's a beast.
It'll be really loud. No.
Not that bad, I put a new silencer in it.
Yeah, I saw the video. I don't believe you. If these springs off, we'll shut it down, and then we can just unbolt these. And there's no springs, so we've got to keep the corners each. Ready? And go. Ready?
Yeah.
Did say you ready?
Take it out now.
Yeah. Tell you what though, whoever had this garage before loved grease, didn't they?
What, the runners?
Yeah, it's just grease everything.
Well maintained.
And I like that as well. Look, so it's got a lock washer on it, but we'll put it the wrong way around. So the lock washer's not actually doing anything.
That's all that counts.
Yeah, I thought about it and then I thought.
By the time I set up this time, actually, we're going to have to have it all done.
Oh yeah, sorry. We'll slow down now.
Yeah. Right, is that the motor there?
Yeah.
It's tiny.
Yeah, but it's
Is it sprung? Is that the
System sprung.
No, it's got a nurse brake on there like a seatbelt.
Yeah.
And that'll be 120 or 140.
Yeah, that's that small, but it's fully that long.
Yeah, it's that rivet.
Oh wow. So the old door's off, all the runner and the crappy old motor's down. We're just cutting the noggins back that held the rails to get them out of the way. Piston fit on the height. So I have to just chip away at some of the concrete down the bottom to get it in. Ryan's also given me some sweet merch, Delta Door Systems. Flat peak cap.
Limited edition.
Limited edition.
As in, you've got one.
Is that your sample one that you've had done? So I've wired in the control box.
I did not do that wiring like that.
Oh yeah, so this kettle lead, I'm gonna move. I've got to sort out all the wiring in the, as you can see, in the garage. And I've told Ryan, don't worry about the kettle lead because I'm gonna move that socket around. He doesn't want to leave it looking like that because he's not happy with that. But to reassure you guys, that's not how he rolls. But I'm gonna do the wiring one day on everything. We've mounted all of the rails. He's done half a ton of mastic to fill the wonky gaps where the wonky brickwork is to keep it insulated. And now we're ready to hang the curtain. We've spaced out all of these little plastic rings. And then I assume you just set the stop up then after that?
Yep.
Cool.
Adjust the limit, set the alarm.
I didn't realise it came with an alarm on it. And you said it's got all sorts of different features.
Yeah, yeah. So you can put it in holiday mode, which means that those push buttons there, the open, stop, and down, stop working. So unless you've got the fob, it won't open.
A little bit more secure than my tech bolt in the rail on the up and over. Well, to be fair, I think you could run at that and break through it.
You could probably pull it open and climb through.
Yeah.
Gonna drop.
Go.
So they're like an aluminium extrusion that they pump full of insulation foam.
Yeah, and then it's foam filled.
Got it?
Are they all curved? I suppose they've got to be curved to go around the roller.
Yeah, well, you can see from the bottom here. Look at the bottom one. Suppose it's here. Look.
Nice bit of extrusion. And that's like the little key that locks the two together.
Yeah, it's called a end lock. So it locks the ends. And that's it. And then just literally get a staple gun and done. So that's your safety edge sensor.
Yeah.
And in here is an optic photocell that shines down that tube.
Yeah.
And what it does is it doesn't just do a straight line, it oscillates as it goes down. So if this gets creased anywhere, it
So
reacts.
if I left the spanner on
Yeah,
the floor,
it would hit the floor,
and then it
touch
would
that.
just stop
Yeah.
the motor from.
You stop and go straight back up again.
Oh, okay. So
Only,
if I
only
stood
release pressure, but it's bounced.
if I stood here
Yeah.
and it comes down on my head, it will
Yeah,
go
it'll
back
go
up
back
again. Oh, brilliant.
But if it's about here, it will probably come up about sort of half a
Yeah.
metre. Just releases the pressure.
So you're not shredding gears in the motor or
Yeah, yeah.
crushing someone
Yeah.
underneath.
And if that motor was ever to shear, then that's what that inertia brake kicks in. Like a seat.
So it just locks the weight
Yeah.
of the roller, so it doesn't.
Inside, that bearing rotates, and it's got two like flailing arms on it with
Yeah.
bearings. So if it suddenly goes too fast, they flail out. It's called a parachute brake, and it hooks in.
Yeah, and
Just
then
locks it.
you're not gonna.
And the only way to
guillotine
release it
cuts
is you've
them.
got to physically manually lift the door to take the pressure off. Like a seatbelt, you've got to let
Yeah,
go
yeah.
of the pressure
I'm with
for it to.
Clever stuff.
Right.
Tea first.
Feeling heavy.
Yeah, let's have tea
cup of
first.
tea.
Barrel
And then
up.
sugar tits.
Thanks very much.
The lift.
Yeah, but no. Right, so we're going to roll it back up again. We're going to walk it in, and then we've got to roll it over. We've got to flip.
round is it?
Basically, we're just going to roll
So
it
the back bit goes over,
over the barrel. So we're going to roll it back a little bit. Right. It's not heavy. It's just really awkward.
So Ryan going first.
Are you through, Riz?
Your
Yeah.
steps in the way.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Right.
The how-to guide on fitting automated
Right.
roller shutter doors.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
So what are these called?
These are the anti-jacking straps.
Oh, you just feed them on
Yeah.
on the end on the extrusion,
Yeah.
and then these clip into the white
Yeah. In the ring.
runners that are on the drum. So you do roller shutters, steel
Gates.
doors,
Yeah.
gates,
and barriers.
and barriers. Do you do automated like gates and
Yeah.
stuff?
That's what I do. Yeah. Well, I'll build the gate as well.
So that'd be on like a big actuator.
You have sliding gates.
Yeah.
You have obviously track-mounted gates. You have ram gates. You have underground operators. Yeah.
All
sorts
the
of
gates.
stuff. Yeah.
So they've set the bottom level, so the bottom stop and
Limit.
the limit for the top stop, and now we've just got to put the. I got that on film. Have we got the?
It's not the first time it's happened to him.
I bet. And we got the cover going on,
Canopy.
and it's pretty much done then.
Yep. Then it's onto your nice security door.
And then we're gonna attempt to do the world's narrowest door at the back. Time to rip out the old timber door.
Yeah. Here we go.
Right.
Security first.
That was on security.
Whoa! See if you can prize it off from the bottom. Cool. Yes! Look at that.
Yeah, a little bit. I've just given myself an Edith bump. So this is a custom made, super narrow.
Bespoke.
Is it mild steel?
Yeah, mild steel.
Powder
Mild
coated.
steel, honeycomb field. Then you have jacking plugs on it. It's got anti-jimmy hinge on the anti-jimmy lift on the front here, so you get a crowbar in it.
Yeah.
And then also on the hinges, what's called dog bolt hinges. So basically, to stop you again.
You can't see the hinges though, can you? They're like contained within the frame.
No, they are here. They're just on the outside.
Okay.
But they're stainless steel, so they don't rust.
Longevity.
So there's the hinge.
Oh.
And then inside there, see dog bolts?
Yeah.
They're welded into the frame. So when they go through the hinge, just stop with the crowbar.
Yeah, a little bit more secure than what I did have.
What, the one you just took out with one?
Yeah, I headbutted out pretty much.
The one you just give yourself a bump.
Beautiful. Kick the bottom in. Oh, I think it was made especially for that hole, wasn't it?
Right, that's what they call it. Piston fit.
Hang on, that'll do.
So how many points is it screwed into? Each one of these?
Every one of them has got a fixing in it.
Nice. It's better than how many, well, it's like 2 screws holding it in before.
Well,
And a couple of rusty
two
nails.
nails with it or something.
And look at that. Just look at golf. That's
So you've got
wicked.
dog bolts here. Nice bit of white silicone on that bit.
Yeah, that's wicked. And it's got a
Yeah, it's got
actual
if you come-
draft excluder.
Yeah, so if you come inside and see it, it's a double lock. It's a double throw lock as well. So when you turn the key once, it shoots again. Then
Okay. Proper.
there shouldn't be any light.
And the roller shutter's all in. All on the fob. It needs to play Thunderbirds music when it's going down. Oh yeah, exactly. I don't know if I sing it, it'll be alright. And then when the sensor hits,
It all stacks up to stop it. But it can't lift.
no, nice one. Cheers for that. Really
Right.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it won't go down any further because obviously it's hitting the floor in those guides.
Yeah.
It's just the floor with bones in the
Uneven.
middle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get this screeded at some point, and then I'll give you a shout, and we can just reset the
Yep,
bottom stop.
no problem.
Yeah, that didn't take too long actually. What time did you get here? 9, and it's now 1.
140.
Yeah. Well happy with that, and I got a hat out of it, so added bonus. No, I really appreciate that. Just got to tidy up all the wiring,
Yeah.
mount some
Definitely
shelving.
stop that.
Yeah, and I'll look at doing some workbenches as well. But I'd probably want to do the floor before I do the workbenches, just because I'm gonna have to move a lot of this stuff out if I start messing around with the floor. But yeah.
But you've got all this room for activities now, so you
Yeah.
can, in theory, strap your bikes up there.
Yeah, this was it. I was trying to work out clever ways of hooking things. I bought some hooks the other day to hook like all of the garden crap on the wall as far out of the way as I can, and then yeah, whether I can get some strips and load. I've got loads of like bar stock and angle and stuff that again doesn't need to be on the floor. It needs to be up and tucked up out of the way. Right, that's the roller shutter all installed. A massive thanks to Ryan for fitting it all up. They did it in record time, and obviously the new back door, a lot more secure, all insulated, looks the part. Massive improvement on the old fiberglass up and over that didn't even work on the motor. Yeah, next up I'll probably look at sorting out the flooring, whether we paint it, screed it, I don't know yet. If you guys are interested in getting a quote from Ryan or getting a roller shutter or steel door gate, whatever, you can hit him up. I'll put his link to his Instagram in the description. For you guys, he's offering a 10% discount, so all you got to do is, you know, mention Mike FPE. He can hook you up with a discount as well and get yourselves a killer roller shutter door like this on the button. Yeah, well happy with that. Nice one, cheers for that, Ryan. Just popped down with George, hob along photography to do some photos on the Mark 1 Fiesta for StanceWorks. And we found this, well, this is George, local haunt. What is this?
This is
A wind tunnel.
Yeah, the wind tunnel.
There's the old Zeppelin hangar over there.
Yeah, it's a good little photo.
Bit of kit.
Photo backdrop. Known it, I've probably driven past this. Right, we're just going to go on to another little spot that George knows called the bridge. So see where we end up. It's on the other side of the airport. It's pitch black up here. I don't think you can even see. There's stuff up here post where I can make it a lot lighter, but I don't know if they can see this crazy bridge. And then George hopping around with his torch. And I was like, yeah, this is mental. But when you see the photos, it's actually well worth looking up, isn't it? Yeah. We're just compounded by the fact that you're hopping around. And that's the airport over there, is it? Yeah. Right, we've called it a night because my alarm fob's doing something weird and the alarm went off. I couldn't actually start the car, so with that in mind, I need to get it home and have a look into that. Probably needs a new battery, and I don't want to get stuck out here in the middle of nowhere in the dark with a car that doesn't start. It's like 1 degree outside, so yeah, that was a pretty good shoot. Georgie boy's pretty handy, the old SLR.